What would you say if I told you that there was a way to reverse some of those denied insurance claims? When you put those insurance claims in for your damages at your house, what would you say? So this is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to explain to y'all how you can turn some of those denied claims around and get the money that you deserve. What I'm going to do is walk you through a real life situation, because real life examples always show you how somebody who had the same thing happen to them, what they did and the steps they took to get their claim reversed. And not only that, I'm going to give you the exact steps to take to make that happen. But first, for those of you who don't know, my name is Janeen. I'm your property claims adjuster here in Florida. On this channel, I expose what the insurance companies don't want you to know. I give you the latest Florida news, what's going on here in Florida. I'm going to do a few reviews and give you a few fun facts that you might not even use, but you're going to definitely enjoy. Now let me explain how you too can fight back. In this corner, we have the policy owner. We're going to call her Maria. And in this corner, we have that denied claim. We all know from time to time here in Florida, we get crazy storms. Sometimes they just pop up out of nowhere. So it just so happened that Maria had a tropical storm come through her area. It had strong winds and rain. It rained and rained and rained. So, during that process, the wind ripped off some shingles from the house, causing the rain to come in through her living room and damage her living room ceiling and her sofa, a little furniture in the living room, right? So Maria said to herself, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to call the insurance company. I'm going to file a claim. Because what good is insurance company when you can't get your stuff fixed when you have a natural disaster? So Maria did what most of us would do. We call the insurance company and file a claim. Because think about it. Why do you pay insurance? They get all this money from you every year. And when you have something happens to your house like this, you should be able to file a claim, get the money, get the repairs done. So that's what she did. But y'all, guess what? The insurance company denied her claim and gave her a crazy behind reason. And most of y'all know the reason they gave. That's right. They gave wear, tear, and deterioration. So basically they were saying that it was her fault that her roof leaked because it was old and she didn't maintain it like she was supposed to. So they denied her claim. Well, y'all listen. Maria, she wasn't going to take this laying down, and she didn't. Most people would say, well, my claim is denied, so I'm just going to go and try to get my roof fixed. Maria wouldn't have it. So she put on her boxing gloves, and she decided to go round for round with the insurance company. And the first thing you would do is get a second opinion. You're allowed to get a second opinion. The insurance company can't stop you from doing this. So what Maria did was she brought in her own independent contractor. What the contractor did was inspect the roof. While he was inspecting the roof, they found fresh, clean shingle breaks. Now these breaks was consistent with the wind lifting up the shingles. And he also found impact marks. Now impact marks are what debris leaves to your roof when they flying through the wind and bumping up into your roof and just leaving all types of marks. They found that, wrote her report, write her up an estimate, and gave it to her. Now, the next thing Marie needed was help, because she wasn't comfortable with going against the insurance company because she didn't know the lingo. So she said, you know, I need somebody who can speak for me. So she hired herself a public adjuster. The public adjuster came in, and the first thing he did was run a weather report. He got this weather report from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. It's called NOAA, N-O-A-A. And these reports show you all the weather events in a certain area by zip code to let you know what's going on. So he ran this report, and he found that it was 65-mile-an-hour winds in Maria's area code on the date of loss that she gave the insurance company for her damages. Not only that, he got on Maria's roof, took his drone, and took pictures of the neighboring roofs that the other insurance companies paying their neighbors, right? He took pictures of the neighbor's roof, so he'll have that as proof. He went online to the property appraisal's website, looked up Maria's address, got a picture of Maria's roof before the storm, and took pictures of Maria's roof after the storm so that, he could compare where the damages were. All you have to do is go on your property appraisal's website, put in your address, and it should bring up a photograph of your roof, an aerial view or image of your roof. Now it's time to file an appeal for that denied claim. So this is some of the information that Maria sent to the insurance company. Her and her public adjuster put a package together. And in this package, there was a rebuttal letter rebutting that denial. It was the report he got from NOAA, the weather event. It was side-by-side photos of the roof. And it was the exact policy language in Maria's policy that showed that windstorm is a covered peril. So, the insurance company was still dragging their feet. So Maria and her public adjuster decided what they was going to do, they were going to level up one more time. So this time the public adjuster decided they was going to request an appraisal under the policy dispute resolution clause. Now, it's in your policy. You just have to go in there and look through it. There is a clause that says that you can dispute this. So they asked for an appraisal. Now, y'all listen. When you request an appraisal, you have to hire your own appraiser. The insurance company is not going to give you money to hire an appraiser to prove that they're wrong. You have to hire your own appraiser. The insurance company is going to get their own appraiser. Those two appraisers are going to get together and they're going to decide what type of damages you have and what they may cost to get them fixed. Now, if those two appraisers can't put their head together and come up with some type of determination, they're going to call in a third person, which is called an umpire. The umpire comes in and review the information from both appraisers, and that umpire makes a full and final decision on the damages to find out what's going to be paid. Okay, so here we go. It's 2 months later. Maria went the distance and turned that denial into a $25,000 payout. That payout covered a full roof replacement, the ceiling in her living room, and she got a new couch. Now, y'all, if you're going to fight a denial, fight back with the facts. You don't have to take a denial at face value. Bring in an expert, collect rock solid evidence, and know what's in your policy. It's possible that many denials can be overturned. You just gotta do the work. You need the 3 P's when you're doing this, y'all. You need to have your policy, you gotta have proof, and Lord knows you got to bring your patience. Now, if you ever had a claim denied, go ahead and tell me about it in the comments. My name is Janeen, y'all. I'm here to expose what the insurance company don't want you to know. And I'll talk to you next time.